Good morning. Welcome to Vince's Mosquito Biology 101. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a whole series of things. So we're basically going to talk about mosquito biology, just like I mentioned. We're going to start from the very beginning, talk about mosquito eggs, all the way up to the adult mosquitoes, and then we'll probably get into viruses and diseases. And if we have some time, we'll talk a little bit about pesticides. But today, the main focus is actually on egg grafts. So some of you know that egg grafts are actually from different species of mosquitoes. Now, egg grafts are kind of interesting. So egg grafts, each one of these egg grafts, there's about 200 to 300 eggs. And I usually tell the kids that there's about an average of 200 eggs because some of the material that you will read will say everything from about 50 to about 350 in an egg graft. Now, what's kind of cool is that some species of mosquitoes actually don't lay eggs in egg grafts. Some species lay one egg at a time, which makes it very, very difficult. I know Paul will actually get a good shot of my egg grafts, and as you notice, I've got probably 30 egg grafts here. Now, can you imagine 4, 5, 6 egg grafts in a container? Now you're up to a couple thousand, maybe not quite that many, but maybe 1,000 mosquito larvae in a nice little bucket or a tire or some kind of container that you have in your backyard. So I know we're going to take some better shots, but remember, the first stage is eggs. The adult female mosquito, again, will lay up to about 200 eggs on an average, and most of the time they're looking for a nice place. These mosquitoes are not dumb. They're actually pretty smart. The female mosquitoes are out looking for sources that there's a little bit of organic matter because they've got to have a little food for the mosquito larvae. So once they find that spot, then that's when the egg laying starts. So remember, 200 to 300 eggs in a container, that is wild. So make sure, and I'm going to kind of touch on this, make sure that you go through your backyards. This is a perfect time. We've had all this rain, so it's a good time to get in your backyards, look for those types of containers, whether it's a tire, wheelbarrow, buckets, any type of container that you have in your backyard. And again, mosquitoes don't need a lot of water. We've actually seen them and found them in the bottle caps of plastic containers. So remember, go through your backyards because you definitely want to get rid of these mosquito eggs. Lots of people don't know what they look like. They know what mosquito larvae look like, but if we can get to the source before those eggs hatch, that would be great. So that's going to end the first stage of our Mosquito Biology 101. And we'll be back tomorrow and we'll talk a little bit more about mosquito larvae. And there's a lot to talk about when it comes to mosquito larvae. So talk to you soon.